Hi, and welcome back to Nothing Nothing. And today I'm going to talk about the American Song Contest Round 1. Just to quickly start off here, I will be doing a brief mention for any European viewers of what the American music scene is like right now using the Billboard's top 20, let's just say, current songs on the list. And then we will get into the acts and songs, just so you know why, just so you understand why that our song contest, why, if you're ever wondering, why is this song on our song contest? This would never work in Eurovision, and why it works here. So right now, currently number one in Billboard, and this is the week of March 26th, is Heat Waves by Glass Animals, which I believe is a pop song, traditional modern pop song, so fine. Stay by the Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber is a pop rap song. Super Gremlin is a by Kodak Black, is a rap song. ABCDEFU by Gale is a pop song, I believe. We Don't Talk About Bruno from the film, which is at number 5 right now. Encanto is it's an influence song, essentially Spanish, something like that. And I apologize if I don't know. I haven't seen this film. Then Justin Bieber's pop again with Ghost. Adele's Easy on Me is number 7. So this is your ballady type singers. Enemy, Imagine Dragons, and JID is number 8. That's What I Want. Imagine Dragons is rock, pop-ish, and JID, I believe, is rap, somewhat rock, somewhat. That's What I Want. Lil Nas X is number 9. That's rap. Bad Habits by Ed Sheeran is number 10. So that's pop. And then Insured again, number 11. Doja Cat rap is at 12. The Cold Heart, the Elton John Dua Lipa remix is number 13. That's pop, mix, classic rock kind of thing. Big Energy by Lato is number 14. I don't know that one. Sweetest Pie, which is new to the chart, is Megan Thee Stallion Dua Lipa, that's rap. Doja Cat, rap again. Save Your Tears, The Weeknd and Ariana Grande. That's pop rap mix. How Lil Durk is rap. Levitating by Dua Lipa's rap, and Pushin' P by Guna and Future featuring Young Thug is rap. So just as an example, this is what our current charts look like and why it sounds like this on the music charts, on the sound charts, and what it sounds like in the American Song Contest. So let's go with the states this week. Or at least last week, because technically I'm filming this on the Monday of the next episode. So, anyway. So the song contest started off with Haus from Minnesota, the state where Prince was from. They're an alternative rock band, and their song, "Ready to Go," I believe is what it was called, it was okay. It just wasn't the greatest thing, and the closest thing I think I could compare it to on that list in the top 20 right now on Billboard would probably maybe be The Weeknd, Imagine Dragons, maybe. Would be about the closest I can compare it to. And we'll go over my opinion on who I think is going to get not pulled forward. Let's just say it that way. And then next up came Alexa from Oklahoma, who did a K-pop song, Wonderland. I am not a K-pop fan, and K-pop is in our charts right now. It's not in the top 20. It's in like the top 30, 40, or 50, I believe it is what it is right now in the Billboard charts. Just so it is relevant. It looks like, I'll get back to her in a second. And then we had from Arkansas, Kelsey Lamb. This was our first song that actually sounded like a Eurovision-y song. I have it quoted here as, I have it listed as Katrina and the Waves era, but I think technically you could also put it under Arcade by Duncan Lawrence a few years ago, potentially. The song was fine to me. It sounded like a country song to me. It sounded fine. It was nice. It wasn't terrible. It was better than the first two. I'm just not a fan of K-pop, by the way. I get it, but I'm not the favorite in the world. Then next up we had UG Skywalkin from Indiana, who who is a rapper mix. That's a lot about the song contest. There's a lot of mix in this, so you're gonna have to understand. If I don't remember everything, it's gonna be a lot. So anyway, UG Skywalkin did a song called I've forgotten the song title. Um, but whatever it was something about love in the city. I think is what it was called, or it was something about loving in the city, or something like that. It was a rap thing. It was fine, I guess. I'm not a huge modern rap guy, but it's there if you liked it. Maybe you can compare it to the Flo Rida song that with I think was it Moldova or San Marino something a couple years ago. Might be a good comparison to it, even though if it didn't sound very Eurovision-y to me. And then we had the first territory representative from Puerto Rico, Christian Pagán, who did a Latin song called Loko. This is the first song really in this contest that sounds more like a regional song. So you could use your examples of like Britain's probably going to sound different than Ukraine or Russia or something like that. So this is the first song where you can say that there's a definite twist and flavor to it. I thought it was okay. Had a good beat, so at least it was something to wake me up after Haus and Alexa was and Kelsey was great, and then UG Skywalkin almost put me to sleep where I was. And then we got to Connecticut with the first big name act, Micheal Bolton, who did A Wonderful World. And honestly, to me, that sounded the most Eurovision-y song I heard out of that song contest. And in fact, I listed it as also being very arcade type again. Because it sounded very much like arcade to me. And we'll continue on. And then Iowa representative was Alisabeth von Presley. I believe no relation to Elvis Presley. And she did a song, a women's powering song, which I also think sounded very Eurovision-y. I think I claimed it was like Waterloo by ABBA, who won in 1973. But maybe there might be a better option. Could use Katrina and the Waves. Could even look maybe something more modern. The last female singer maybe recently won. Maybe could work there. And then next up we had Wisconsin's representative, Jaco. I forgot what their song was already. Was this the one? Okay, this was the one from Wisconsin. This is the one who has the nouveau retro, is what he calls himself. Basically, he had this song that was like modern 50s, essentially, rock music. I actually liked it. And then Michigan sent their representative next with Keyone Starr. If it's not Michigan, I'm sorry. I might have. No, sorry, it was Mississippi. Excuse me. Mississippi sent their representative with Keyone Starr. She described herself as being as Aretha Franklin and Lenny Kravitz had a kid, essentially. And oh boy, I heard the Lenny Kravitz. I didn't hear the Aretha Franklin. Her song was not terrible. The song titles in my mind. In this description, I'll put all the song titles down so you can find out which one I meant what we're talking about here. Just to help you understand. So I thought her song was fine. It was okay. Did it sound Eurovision-y? I guess it did. You could say. I mean, but this is the thing about this song contest, and I'm starting to wonder if this will be a thing, and we'll get to it further in detail in a moment. That things are going to start sounding very similar very quick because our musical tastes here in America are very blended. So it's going to start sounding familiar pretty quick. And then next up, Wyoming sent their representative, who was a Ryan Charles, who did a rap country song called New Boot Goofin. God, I hated that song. It sounded terrible. And there were some live technical problems during the live airing of the first episode. So this may affect some opinions. Did go back later and listen to the songs again without technical issues because they were put on the streaming services here. So I went and did that for the sake of clarity. I still hate that song. I don't get it. It's definitely, I would definitely say it's Eurovision-y if you're going for the cliche song. And then lastly was Rhode Island's representative Hueston with essentially a country ballad, also kind of in the style of Kelsey Lamb from Arkansas, who did a song called something. I forgot what it's called. This is the one song that was picked by the jury, the musical jury, to be safe. And with that in mind, let's go through the others that are still on the vote and who I would think. So, but when I made my guesses, I did this a couple days after the show, so I could look at the YouTube view list and see how many people have viewed songs and see what's actually trending right now. And it looks like the top three that the fans will vote for, at least in my opinion, is going to be Alexa, Kelsey Lamb, and Michael Bolton, based on the then current numbers. However, I believe this has changed. I believe Wyoming has taken over quite a few, so that might make it in, maybe replacing Kelsey Lamb, probably. But and this is who I likely think is going to be eliminated, or not eliminated, but will not make it. I think Haus, UG Skywalkin, Christian Pagán, Alisabeth von Presley, Jaco, Keyone Starr, and Ryan Charles, I believe is my limit, or would be the people I believe that are going to be removed. And well, I thought about the song contest because I have seen Eurovision once over the years. I've seen clips of it. I've seen FBE used to do their annual Eurovision show. I've seen them reacting to that, so I've seen clips. I've heard the songs over the years. I knew ABBA won in 1973. I'd heard Katrina and the Waves had won in the early 90s. I'd also heard that Olivia Newton-John participated in 1973. So I kind of knew about it. And I watched it a few times, and I've seen clips over the years of various shows, and I do think we are trying, our version is trying to be Eurovision-y. It's not going to be perfect because we have to accept there are some American differences in our musical competition shows, and that we're a very musically different country, and sometimes we're very musically blended as well. So so it's not going to be like you're going to definitely understand who's Slovenia versus Greece, or who's going to be Italy versus England. So, but yeah. So that is that for episode 1 of the American Song Contest in the year 2022. And I hope this will give you a good example of just a good idea of how our music charts currently sit, and how the voting is currently sitting, and excuse me, and then next week next time after today's, would be today's, which is on March 28th, live show, we will find out who makes it through and who does not via the fan vote. And then you'll also hear the results and what I thought about those new songs that we were hearing, including from my home state, who's competing next week, today. And with that, I thank you for watching, or listening, really, because you're not seeing anything on the screen, just black screen again. And come check back on this every week. I will do this every week. And also, I will also be, if you're a regular subscriber to this channel, you will know I just did the rock hall video. I'm also going to eventually do a update eventually before the final results, because we're about halfway through now, being that the results are generally, the fan vote closes on April 28th or something like that, so that's about a month away, so we will get to hear about that. So anyway, I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you or hear you again, either in the comments or so on.